now you're drunk.
Hey, this is Video Bob mostly, and you're listening to the Devil You Know podcast. And I don't know if you know the devil. I know him personally. Matter of fact, I just went bowling with the guy, and I gotta get going because Prince is waiting for me outside. See you guys later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 75, The Devil You Know, another version of the Circle of Jerks, John.
That's
Vagina.
right.
We've got a bunch of guests with us today. JNothing, that's his name. Jeff Bowling.
What's up?
All right. Shannon Gausten.
Hey.
Patrick DeMarco.
What's happening?
And Robert Leuthold.
What's up?
Quite a cast.
Quite a cast of characters. We've got a lot of topics to talk about this episode. And before we get all into it, Walpurgis is coming. Isn't that right, Dorian?
It is. It's coming big at your house, I believe.
It is. I'm doing something called Walpurgis Shaw. And I'm having a party, and people from all over the country are flying in. It's freaking awesome. We'll be here. It's just going to be amazing, dude. It's just going to be awesome. And on Friday, we're going to hang out, drink it up, and everybody's going to hopefully make it back to their hotel. And again, I got a couple people crashing. And then Saturday, we're getting up early in the morning, going to it's going to be awesome. And then
Following has been removed because it is on a need-to-know basis. And right now, you do not need to know. Thank you.
kind of drinking it up and eating and just enjoying company and shit. And Sunday, everybody will come over when they can. And in the evening, we're going to do a ritual, which I'll head up. Nice. Which will be filmed for Central. Yeah.
Very cool, man.
It's going to be great. How about everybody else?
Documentation.
Hell yeah. What's everyone else doing?
Can you Facebook it live so that I can just pretend I'm there?
No, we're gonna edit it all up nice.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that none of us were, invited.
What do you mean? I invited everybody.
What's up? Thought we were friends.
We after all we've been through together.
Wow.
Can you make it? I'm so sorry.
This is awkward.
You're not my friend.
Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure.
What kind of plans the rest of you got? Anyone? Anything? Anything? I don't know if anybody has. Some of you may not have anything, going on. But if anyone has anything special, we'd like to hear about it.
Well, I don't really have anything going on. I'm just enjoying the last few weeks until my hip surgery.
Sounds
Are
like
they going to give you a
party.
bionic one, or is it going to be like a replacement?
No.
Well, actually, what they're going to do is, I don't know how many of you actually follow close with my Facebook or not, but I've got
unfortunately, yes,
hip dysplasia, and my right hip is pretty much shot. The cartilage is gone, and if I let it go for much longer, it's going to be bone grinding on bone, and the hip's permanently out of joint. So I'm getting the top part of my hip cut off and dosed with radiation 3 days later.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
I'll get the radiation a glowing review. So
yeah, I've had a dose of radiation. It kind of sucks, but
Robert, can you Facebook Live that for us?
Are you sure you want to see that shit?
No.
Well, they don't have to watch, but some of us want to.
We've seen enough of you.
Well, I mean, what the hell? So John
I've seen the
didn't invite
X-rays.
us, and now Robert didn't invite us to his surgery. What the fuck?
So Walpurgis
Yeah.
night. Anybody got any
I'll be
plans for
like-
Walpurgis night?
Well, all I
you
know
guys
is I'm
should be
recovering
happy.
from Leuthold bite test.
Say again? Ghost Rider?
Is going on that weekend.
You sound like Aaron Neville, dude. I have no idea what you're saying.
It's like you're ordering at the drive-thru.
I don't know if it's.
I would like 4 cheeseburgers and a hamburger, please.
I'll be road trip to Ohio, so I'll be on the road during Walpurgis Knock.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love road trips.
Jay, try that again. JNothing, try again.
I was saying I was going to be going
Yeah, stop. Shannon, what about you? What are you doing?
You're breaking up real bad. I don't know.
I'm probably gonna have a nice dinner, and we do have a ritual planned. There's some things that need to be done. We'll just say that.
That's right.
Do this, we shall.
Awesome. So yeah, everyone else who's listening, have a wonderful and wicked Walpurgis, and we'll see you on the other side. Let's talk about what do we got here? Let's get this out of the way. What's going on with the fucking unicorn fraps?
I have no idea. I don't even know why this is a thing.
Vagina.
What is that about? Oh my god, I got a different colored.
It's
frap.
it's just fodder for sheep. You know, it's just it's just the thing of the week. You know, the thing of the flavor of the week. You know, I mean, it's the news trend that people just share all over social media, so everyone else has to try it.
Does it
From
make
what I understand,
Starbucks
it's
taste
kind of
better,
like
or is it still like taste like shit?
I think the whole idea is like they're jumping on the unicorn trend, which is not a bad thing.
Wait, that's a trend?
Yeah, unicorns are trending, man.
Holy shit!
And
What, you
it's
don't
like
like unicorns?
overloaded with sugar.
Yummy.
So like,
I think it's like that dress from a few years ago, where some people saw it like as blue and black, some people saw it as white and gold. So apparently some people, they drink this thing and some people think it tastes sour and some people think it tastes sweet. That's the only thing I know about it.
Sounds like a load of horseshit to me.
Sounds like Robert's 11
Unicorn
5/8
shit.
inch
No.
penis. It's sometimes it tastes sour, sometimes it tastes sweet.
Oh, you brought up Robert's penis.
Oh my god.
Make sure you have the wet nap to finish them off. That's disturbing and revealing. Talk about a foamy frappuccino there.
Shannon, as a woman, what do you feel about the unicorn fraps?
It takes more than a unicorn frap to get me into a fucking Starbucks.
I love you.
I'm Dunkin' Donuts all the way. Dunkin' Donuts plain and
Yes!
simple. It's complicated
Yeah,
order.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Where they have the
American
sugar there
runs on
for you.
Dunkin'.
You know what I mean?
No, I didn't.
hold up my
I didn't hear you because these guys are talking over you. What'd you say?
I said, you got some complicated order. You just order your coffee and then you go over to the little kiosk where it's got the sugar and you make it yourself.
Yeah,
Get out of my way.
I like the way you talk.
I'm an asset.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that's even a. That's so weird that they would capitalize on something so lame and they would have it and it still tastes like shit. How about improving the taste of your coffee before announcing a unicorn brand coffee that still tastes like poop?
I mean, I like unicorns though. For reals, I got unicorns.
Yeah, there's nothing like a horse with a giant dildo coming out of its head.
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Sharp, pointy dildo.
So the moral of the story is fuck fraps, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Fuck
Fuck Starbucks.
I like caramel fraps from Starbucks. So fuck y'all. How about that?
Do you get it with the whipped cream?
Fuck yes, I do.
Okay.
Speaking
Kiss
of
my ass.
speaking of kissing your ass, what's up with North Korea, everybody?
Dude. Did
guess,
everyone see the video that they of their celebration they just had about their military, and their video showed a rocket flying into America. It showed the United States of America flag burning. Oh, it was amazing.
When it hit in America on the video, was it anywhere near Arizona?
Oh yeah, it's your side of the country, and they're over there.
Fuck.
Your side of the country. So.
Great.
Well, it's gonna probably hit Nevada, so that's probably gonna hit Las Vegas. That's probably
It's gonna fall and hit their own capital, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay, the video that they showed, and it was actually hitting in San Francisco.
Oh, that's
So
far
what the-
enough away.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's
already,
not-
it's California, no loss.
Yeah, my house might turn into oceanfront property, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Right there you go.
Learn to
yeah,
swim.
that'd be awesome.
I might not have any hair for a while, but
I
fuck
think
it.
the problem with North Korea is that they have this problem with dictators with Napoleon complexes.
Oonga!
I think that it boils down to, as most of these countries want to have nukes, because nukes is a deterrent from America interference.
Right.
We're the ones that say, hey, you can't have any nukes because we have the nukes. So you're kind of like subservient to us. We're like the superpower. So if you want America not to interfere with you or to have them back off of you, you have to have nukes too. So, that's kind of, it's kind of like, we both have guns. So whoever fires first. So nobody wants to fire anything. It's all a pissing contest. And if you look at Iran and some of these other countries, that's exactly what it is. It's not that they want to be armed. It's not like they want to start Armageddon. They don't want America interfering in their business. They believe they want to do what they want to do. And it's understandable too. I mean, that's why we have so much instability down there and everything else, because we're trying to inflict our views and our way of life on people that don't want it and don't care for it. If you take a step back even further, if you look at what's going on, is that we're the invading force. We're coming to their homeland and telling them what's what. If they pull that stuff here, we'd have none of that. And it's the same thing. We just believe that we're right. And that's not a great way to do business, and it's not a great way to exert yourself with other countries. So the best way to say, hey, we're not going along with this, is to have our own nukes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. That was very humble yet continental.
Yeah.
JNothing, what say you?
My thoughts on this, if I may.
Go ahead.
I'll let Robert go.
I think this is like the political version of George Carlin's bigger dick policy in action.
Bomb them.
Speaking of which,
I mean, seriously, if you think about it, as a country, our commander, or whatever you want to call him, sentient Cheeto, whatever.
Trumpanzee? Is that what you're talking about?
Our current president is just determined to prove that we are the greatest and we are the best at the expense of the American people.
So is there any fear that we're going to end up going to war with them, or is this just still the same old, recycling
you got to
bullshit?
keep in mind that we never stopped being at war with them. We're only in a ceasefire with them.
Where I'm going to be affected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that was kind of what Patrick was making a point of, though, is that it's for them, it's the nuclear deterrent, and the fact that they have it, as much as they can seem scary and psycho, they don't want to die either. So that's always been the thing with nuclear weapons, and that's why there was a Cold War, why there wasn't a nuclear war, is because nobody wants to die. And in the minute one person fires, we all fire. So I'm really not too worried about it.
I think there's
I'm not
another
either.
thing to bring up, though, why would we be concerned about it? I mean, did you see their missile tests this last week?
Right.
They failed miserably. So even if they have a nuke, they're just going to nuke themselves.
They make better torpedoes.
It seems like they bought all their nuclear stuff from Doc Emmett Brown.
from Acme Building. Yeah.
Yeah, he sold them a bunch of pinball parts.
JNothing, are you working yet? Is your microphone working yet?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay. I had to readjust my mixer.
Oh, okay.
That's the spirit.
That
So what
sounded
say
like you
you?
were ordering at the drive-thru.
Yeah.
This show you have to kind of elbow your way into the conversations here.
Yeah. But Patrick kind of just went,
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, there it goes again.
Damn
I don't think
it.
that's your mixer; it's your signal.
Boop, boop, beep, bop. I get it, man. It's all, yeah. Are you speaking in Morse code?
He's communicating with North Korea right now.
exactly.
All right. Shannon, any thoughts on this shit?
What were we talking about? I'm sorry, I had a porn video playing in the corner.
Nice. Let's talk about the porn video slowly.
See, we had to start talking about Robert's dick, and the next thing you know,
She's
Sorry,
watching
I
porn.
got distracted. No, I was looking for something for later, and I got it.
If you remember the sage wisdom that David Harris dropped, all roads lead to my dick.
I think Rob needs to use his
I think he actually said, "Your dick has been on all roads."
That's why it's so flat.
Why do
That
you
wasn't
think I'm in the chair?
That's why it's so flat. Why is there a boot mark
Make sure
on
you
it?
tuck that shit in, man, so you don't run over it.
Roll it back up.
Did you ever get caught in your spokes and throw you out of your own chair?
I actually did. I didn't have that happen, but I did have it happen like where I was here alone one night and
Like
the
all great stories
tire
start.
fell off my chair.
Tire
Like literally flew off my chair. And I had to call my parents.
Welcome to the circus, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got fun and games.
I'm gonna do something. Okay. There, sorry.
Mine's the same way. My little one's the same way. She's just barking and starting shit like she's gonna do something.
All it takes is one to get all the rest of them going.
Yeah.
Come here, Beans. Come here.
That's what dogs do. They bark.
Come here.
So I remember Dorian said nobody wants to die, which leads me into our next thing here. I don't believe that that's true because we've had a few suicides recently. My daughter, before we go into the famous people, what can be famous, I guess. My daughter's friend from high school, or someone she knew, wasn't a friend, acquaintance, I guess, committed suicide this weekend. So,
ouch.
yeah,
It's weird how Poppy you said that. Like, oh, my daughter, her friend. Eh? You know, like
I'm proud of it. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things that she probably shares the same sentiment I do about it. I don't feel anything for anyone that does that. So,
right.
I just feel like, they didn't see any way out of their misery, and it's a very selfish thing to do, and they just felt like, oh, this is the only way out of my pain and my misery. And, I'd say it's you don't know what goes through their mind and what makes them go all that way to say, hey, enough is enough. So whatever the reasoning is, they felt like they couldn't take any more on their plate.
Well, actually, there's something interesting about Aaron Hernandez. Little thing that I saw on the news this morning. This is kind of interesting.
For those of us who don't know, who the fuck is Aaron Hernandez? Bark.
Aaron, I mean, it's all over. It's been last few days. It's been all over news and social media and everything. But Aaron Hernandez is a football player who was convicted of murder.
Yeah, he used to play for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, and he, basically. So anyway, during his, his going through all of his trials and stuff, and he committed suicide in prison. Now, the interesting part about that is that according to the NFL has like certain like payments that goes out to the family members if anything happens to a football player. And unless, of course, there is a some kind of legal issue, if they've been, sentenced to prison for a crime, but apparently there's a clause in it where if you die during the process, then that's all null and void. So he may have very well done it so that his daughter will still get money after his death.
So he did something noble at the end, supposedly.
There's a possibility that.
How long was he in prison for?
He's been in prison for a couple of years now.
No, I mean, how long was his sentence?
I think 25.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah.
So he might have still been alive when he got out. Like, he
All
would
I
still had
can say is he can go on record as the first football player ever being well hung.
Yeah. I knew that was coming, Robert.
They are all black, so I don't know. Not all, but
that's incredibly racist and incredibly funny at the same time.
Well, yeah, but it's funny because they would never complain about that racist remark.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Who would?
I can't tell if that voice is like a computer or if it's Shannon in the background.
It's Amy Pitt, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
She rocks.
She's
Yeah.
part of
She's
our
hilarious.
She's permanent part of our show now. So.
Yeah,
She's funny.
So
No,
now the other
the
one,
yelling at the dogs.
the other one
Yeah,
besides
right.
Aaron
We'll do that
Hernandez
afterward.
was Steve Stevens.
Steve Stevens?
Yeah,
Steve Stevens, the Facebook killer, #1 with a bullet.
yeah.
So he killed that poor old guy, man, who had, a few years left
Nothing
in
to
him.
do.
But let's talk about how fucked up that is real quick. I'm just gonna take this over for a minute.
Go ahead, Jeff.
This
It's your
mother-
show.
Gets into a goddamn argument with his girlfriend or breaks up with his girlfriend or some shit. So he thinks it's a good idea to start a Facebook Live video, go up to some old Vietnam vet and say my girlfriend's name, it's the last words you're going to say, and kill him live. Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
I think he got off easy killing himself, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think everyone wanted him to go to prison so they can get a shot at him. That fuck.
well, I think it should be pointed out too that his poor girlfriend has, suffered immensely from this. People saying that she's the one that should have died, and meanwhile it wasn't her fault. It was this unstable piece of shit, and
Yeah.
she's
That
getting
is-
death threats, and
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's
She's
the
in
whole thing.
protective custody right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
That's unfortunately the nature of social media, where people can just use the anonymity of social media to say whatever the fuck they want without consequence.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
I
this should be
would
the reason
love,
Facebook Live dies, which I don't necessarily agree with. But yeah, he was advocating that Facebook Live should just be shut down because of things like that. I don't agree with that standpoint. I think that Facebook Live is a tool. I mean, I just used it earlier today, and it was.
I
a
don't
great
think.
tool.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
think
it's
was
like
abused in
anything
that
that
respect.
they say that about anything that's dangerous. I mean, any guns, of course, is one of the biggest.
Christ,
But
yeah.
anytime somebody dies from anything new, that's maybe we should not have that because people die from it.
Yeah, let's ban forks because you get fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
John, you keep making that argument, and it's not going to happen.
People want to ban McDonald's because you get fat. No, stop eating 5 Big Macs a fucking day.
Thank you.
And stop fucking killing people because your girlfriend broke up with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of McDonald's, Stevie Stevens was held up at McDonald's by the workers there. They held his fries until the cops got there.
All right, let's give a round of applause for that.
Absolutely.
All right, that's enough.
Which
next?
is all the argument that John needs, that McDonald's fries save lives. So.
You know,
Don't be
all
denying
I
me no
care
fries.
about right now, as far as McDonald's goes, if they want $15 an hour, they need to bring back the Szechuan sauce from Rick and Morty. God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Honestly, Dorian, I haven't eaten McDonald's in a very long time. Like at least
it was a
at least
joke.
a decade. I don't
Because it's not real food.
It's not
it's not
plastic.
food.
It's plastic.
No.
But you know,
I like
I
a lot of
think
real
I think
food.
Anyone who doesn't think
Suicide
McDonald's
is- I mean,
fries are delicious is a fool.
Like
it's
Don't be
You know,
denying
I
no fries,
brought up-
man.
when you
I
got
brought
people like
up the
Stevens and shit like that, and Hernandez and all those people, it's easy to make fun of suicide. And I know, like John said earlier, it's something that's foreign to me. I've never been able to understand, wrap my head around the idea of wanting to end my own life. But what I have done, unfortunately, is talk down hundreds of my fellow veterans when they're contemplating suicide.
Damn.
And so it's as easy as it is to make fun of the dumbasses
That's-
out there like those two.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, not to say somebody who's dealing with PTSD is one thing, but I've always said that I'm pro. I mean, I guess maybe it's because I don't encounter enough people that go through it myself, but I'm pro anything that reduces the number of our population. So I mean, I'm pro suicide, I'm pro abortion, I'm pro gay, pro whatever will bring our numbers down a little bit. Pro guns. whatever, you know.
Well, here's
I'm unabashedly selfish, so I'm perfectly on board with that same plan. But when it's someone I care about, I don't.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, let me just throw this out here for a second. I'm a cancer survivor, and I went with 21 different people, and of all 21, I'm the only one left. A lot of those people contemplated suicide to end their suffering of what they were going through, not only physically but mentally and emotionally. So as someone who has been on the other side of the fence, you watch people faced with mortality and they're not going to make it. So it's one of those things where it's like every situation is different. Every situation calls for a different set of standards and morals. But, at the same time, it all depends on what the situation is. And if you want to take your own life, there's something to that. I don't think it's for some situations, not the Aaron Hernandez or this or that, but suicide in general is a last-ditch effort for some people. And believe me, sitting in that chemo chair, the thought did cross my mind once or twice. That's like, I don't know if this is even worth it. So you gotta step back and just say, hey, every situation calls for something that's not the same as everybody else, and each situation is also unique in itself.
And not to deter from the seriousness of that, but Aaron Hernandez did just save taxpayers a lot of money. So
yes, he did.
Oh, I think both of those fucks. I'm glad they're dead. I have no sympathy for them whatsoever. But and I fully support the willingness. I mean, to take this back to kind of what we're all on the same page about. I mean, this is even covered in the Satanic Bible.
Yeah.
Anton LaVey talked about how if suicide is a better option than essentially, and I'm way paraphrasing here, but if suicide is the only way to get like that last minute of enjoyment out of life because your life is that unbearable, then okay. At the same time, if you're doing it in the spur of the moment, it's one thing if you have a debilitating disease and you're going to die anyway. Then you want to make that decision rationally and whatever. I fully support it. But if you're just having a bad day and you're standing on the ledge and don't jump, don't do it. Unless you're Aaron Hernandez or Stevie Stevens.
Well, so I think the general sentiment is you have to be an utter piece of shit, and no one will care if you kill yourself.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, everyone will care. I just won't.
Oh yeah.
I've been there. I faced down that demon quite a few times, like where my depression's gotten the better of me, and you're really not rational at that point.
Right.
All you want is the pain you're feeling to stop. That's it.
And I think in that moment, it's really important for people that care about you to reach out and try to help, because like when you're not thinking rationally, when you're just standing on the ledge and the only thing you think of is jumping off, but it's not actually a true indulgence. It's up to everyone.
Oh yeah, well I agree.
And face of responsibility, but I feel responsible for the people that I care about.
Oh, I agree, but
isn't that what whiskey's for?
Let's get down to brass tacks here, okay? Let's get in the mood a little bit. All y'all motherfuckers know I ain't never gonna be standing on no goddamn ledge.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's physically impossible for you. We got it.
Pushed over a cliff, maybe, but
yeah.
Soon though. Didn't you guys hear we're making Robert into the Satanic RoboCop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing that.
If anyone ever pushes me off a cliff, please put the Warner Brothers cartoon sound effects over it.
Nobody will, Robert, I can guarantee nobody will ever push you off a cliff. Maybe roll you off the cliff, but nobody will ever push you.
Good, you know how I roll. I like you even more now.
Well,
you know how I roll.
I outfit.
We've just killed off the suicide thing.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
What do we got next? What is there?
Itself.
There's some. I got something in my notes here. Paris election ? What's that about?
Did you guys
They had an
hear
election?
about how like this? There's an
Paris
election going
Hilton
on
is being elected for something.
I wish. they're doing an election in Paris right now that's very similar to our election, and the lady candidate is up for election comes from a party that's like horribly, they're anti-Semitic, all this other stuff, and it's mirroring our election with Trump. And a lot of people aren't going to vote, and the ones that are going to vote for this lady, and it's going to be detrimental to the people of France. So I mean, it's rivaling our election with Trump a whole lot too, and it's interesting to watch how Trump has set, I don't know, maybe a new standard or a new avenue for these crazies to get into office and can say whatever they want. I mean, we as American people got conned by Donald Trump, and the same thing is happening in other elections where a precedent has now been set.
So Shannon, as a woman, are you for or against a shaved vagina?
Gotta tell you, my man likes 80s bush.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Vagina.
Not 70s.
That's an afro.
Like you got Don King in a leg lock.
It's not that bad. Shit.
So it's like a landing strip?
No. I don't know. Do you guys shave your dicks?
Yes.
Yes, it makes it look bigger.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Makes it look big.
Makes it look bigger.
That's the excuse.
That's what's up.
That's totally true.
You got to trim the trunk, lady. You
I
can't
could
have
never
it.
do that, and I'll tell you why.
Because you cut yourself, man. Don't do it.
One muscle spasm. And
Scars
I
that character.
I see.
Scar tissue. You can make it thicker with scar tissue, bro.
It's what
Might wanna
80% of
rethink
his
that.
dick is scar tissue.
It's for her pleasure.
Ugh. Like a giant appendix scar.
It's already got an elbow.
Ouch.
I thought that was a knee. But
So fuck France. That's what we settled on there.
yeah. What else we got? What else can we talk about? Stop that.
Well,
On so many
I
levels.
guess this might, I don't know if this will make a mixed group here or not, but for some reason there was a nation full of ridiculously stupid people celebrating yesterday as a holiday, 420 day.
Oh, that.
Were you talking about the weed
What's this,
dudes
2 days
or
ago? What
like
day is this?
the Hitler freaks?
421.
Yeah, it was 420 anyway. Yeah.
I'm just
So-
celebrating. I'm celebrating today because it's a pride drug test and a bunch of those people unemployed day.
It should be.
So you don't believe in 420?
Well, I mean, it's hard to not believe in something that exists. I mean,
Only as
No. What is it? What is your issue with 420? Do you not believe people should celebrate it, or you think it's another made-up holiday like all our other holidays?
yeah,
well,
yeah,
if you
exactly.
want my opinion, I'll tell you.
Well, we're just dying.
And you're going to take it. You're going to smile, and you're going to say yes, sir, and you're going to take more.
That's what I love about Robert.
Oh,
If you
God.
don't like your opinion, he'll give it to you.
You forget who has the power of editing here.
You know, as far as the whole thing, I hate the fucking culture. I hate it. Oh man, 420, man. I'm gonna be so edgy and post stuff about pot. Fucking die already. Stop
What's wrong?
My
What's
air.
wrong with pot's becoming very legal in a lot of states, and it's
Yeah,
generating
but
a lot of revenue. So, what is the
that's
issue with
fine.
pot?
Where it's legal, it's fine. But if you're just posting like 420 memes to be edgy and get attention,
Patrick's
do
on the defensive
more
here.
constructive,
Somebody
know?
smells like weed.
Crossfire.
You know, it's like do something more constructive. Jerk off.
So you think that? So it's not the issue of people smoking weed. You have the issue of them celebrating the day of smoking weed.
I have, you know.
You don't think that's stupid? Do
If
people
it's
celebrate the
legal-
day of smoking cigarettes or the day of drinking beer? I mean, what the fuck?
What is St. Patrick's Day? A day
where
of
you
celebrated
are-
drinking, right? What's the difference?
No. That is not what it is. That's just what it's become.
That's cultural
It's
appropriation.
become.
So I guess what you're saying makes
That's
sense because at least 420 will be honest.
Yeah,
Hold
we're
on.
celebrating
A lot
what
of-
they're celebrating
lot
what
of
it wants to
people-
celebrate.
are
So we figured out that Patrick smokes weed. Who else does?
Let me interject real quick. I understand that 420 is a controversial thing, what with the Columbine and weed smoking, Hitler being born, and all that. But I just want to real quick take a moment and say that we should all celebrate 420 because yesterday my band released an album.
Nice.
All right.
Could you smoke it, dude?
check out Dancing with Skeletons from Slave to Reality on any digital platform, and that's my shameless plug for the show.
Awesome.
I'm editing that out.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
come
I'm kidding.
and kind of a shameless plug. I haven't written them yet, but I'm gonna write lyrics for Jeff's band called. I'm going to write a song called Antifa Fuck Off to the tune of the Dead Kennedys Nazi Punks Fuck Off.
And we are going to happily record that. We are going to record that so goddamn hard in the studio that we'll need our own webcaps.
And then you want to celebrate 420 when you listen to it.
Yes.
But to answer your question, Patrick, I mean, it's the counterculture that frustrates me more than anything. A lot of people are just doing that to do it, to be edgy. It's not even because they indulge. They do it to piss people off, to stick it to the man. And that's just so retarded and more weak than my legs.
Oh. So you're more angry with the people that abuse the subculture and just do it because they think it's cool or edgy, not the people that actually use marijuana for IA medical or recreational use.
Right.
No, we hate hippies.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's legal where you are,
Man.
if you have a card for it,
Hippies, that's what we don't
if
like.
if it's legal where you are, if you have a card for it, or if you are, I just wish people would say, you know what, I smoke it to smoke it instead of using the bullshit arguments. Oh, it cures cancer. No, it fucking doesn't. Shut up.
Yep.
I have to jump in and agree with Robert here. It's not, to me, I have no issue with weed is legal where I live. I have no issue with people smoking or whatever unless they turn into burnouts. But it has certainly become a sacred cow to a lot of people out there. It's one thing if you're smoking, if you're indulging, like you would in alcohol or whatever, and it's legal. Or if you have a medical card and it's medicine for you or whatever. But people there's fucking magazines dedicated to the culture of getting high.
And great movies.
Yes, and great movies. But it's definitely become a sacred cow. And to the point where, you can't even say anything negative about marijuana without people jumping all over your ass about it.
Hey, you ruined my record, man.
It's kind of like how people take veganism too far. They take smoking weed too far too.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
So
exactly
I guess
the
that
same.
wouldn't be indulgence. That would be compulsion.
Hell, I mean, let's be honest. Even if you say you don't smoke it, you get sideways looks and people get pissed off at you.
I know plenty of people who smoke it every single day, and in the same day will say marijuana is not addictive. So it's that kind of shit that just annoys me. I don't care. I'm not really worried about it because most people who smoke weed don't get in a car and kill somebody. And generally speaking, you know where they stand because, with certain exceptions, most people who are regular weed smokers, they don't have the most ambition. They're really not going to amount to much in their life anyway, so they just stay out of my way. So that's fine.
No, they don't kill anyone behind a car. They may kill
Doritos,
bags of onions and a couple of boxes of Twinkies, but
Well, hell, I'll do that at a fucking after party, John.
That's actually why I don't smoke weed. I'm fat enough. The first time I tried it, this is no shit. I've only tried it once or twice in my life, and when I did, I was obsessed with some kind of stupid, some kind of almond joy cookies. I was so amazed with those that I knew I just can't be a pot.
I remember those.
I can't be a pot smoker. I would be so incredibly fat if I was. It would be so gross. So I just can't. I'll take scotch and my bitterness. Fuck all.
So you would be Dorian the Hut if you smoked that.
Totally. I would be too.
Okay. Since we're kind of making pop culture references, I gotta like how Dorian and I came up with the Dark Prince of Arizona lyrics on your status there, John.
Yeah. That's weird because I actually do look like Will Smith, but white.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
I thought it was because you're a giant ham. That's what I. I misunderstood then. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the whole point of that.
You miss a lot of
I
points.
thought it was because John is an undercover Scientologist.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Although I have a funny story about 420. Speaking of the whole marijuana culture thing, and it's not for or against pot as a thing, but last year on 420 I was in Los Angeles playing a show, and I went up and down the Venice Beach in like the middle of the night.
Oh, Jesus.
Show, and so I'm like passing out flyers and talking to people. And it was every like 5 or 6 steps, there was someone that was just like, "Happy 420, man, want to smoke?" And, I turned them down, but they were really, really friendly about it. And that was probably the friendliest that Venice Beach has ever been. So maybe there's something to this whole marijuana thing.
I'm surprised that it's smoked.
I love you, man.
That's the other reason I don't like it. I like my cynicism and my sarcasm. I thrive on that, and it dulls that. So yeah,
That's true.
There's an argument for like there's an argument for it, and there's an argument against it. So it all depends on which way you want to be. And some states are lucky enough to have it where it is legal for recreational use. I mean, we all know that prohibition doesn't work. So it's another way for people to make money off something that they've always wanted to make money off of now in a legal format that can be taxed. The revenue that it generates is unprecedented by any other product. So it's
done wonders for Colorado. I know that.
It really has. It really has. They have a surplus. They don't use any more federal money. They have enough, so they don't take any federal money.
That gives me a freaking headache.
But I could be wrong. Feel free to yell at me if I'm wrong. But I don't. I don't think anybody disagrees with the legalization of marijuana because, like you said, prohibition just doesn't fucking work. I mean, screw it.
Doesn't.
What about other drugs? What about like cocaine and heroin? Why don't they just let that? You want to do it?
I think they should too. I think let people make their own choice.
Yeah.
You would eliminate a lot of crime if you let people get it the right way. If you look at Amsterdam, they have places where people can go and get fresh needles and be clean, and their crime has dropped considerably because they decriminalized a lot of their drugs. So you don't have that criminal element. You make it readily available for people, and people make their own choices.
And what kind of world would we live in if people died because they made stupid decisions? Oh wait, the real world.
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would necessarily agree with legalizing every kind of drug. I mean, one that makes people smiley and happy and want to eat and listen to Bob Marley is a totally different thing from heroin. I'm sorry, the effects are a little bit different.
Stir it up.
But wait, weren't you the one earlier who said that you support everything that thins the population?
Well, that's true, but I don't want them to.
Wait
I don't
a
want
minute now.
Hey, listen, dumbass. I don't want to be part of the population that's thinned out.
Fair fight.
Okay.
Dumbass.
Now let's not resort to name calling now.
No, yeah,
fucking Red Foreman over here.
What you have to understand is if all of you, OD on heroin, I'm still okay.
Right.
But
That's
you
true.
gotta do
Yes,
it,
so.
but you got to do that in your home, and if you can,
Well,
if you can
see,
take that and walk out of the street while I'm driving, and then I hit you, and then it damages my car, I'm really pissed off. So that's why you can't.
Well, by
legalize
that same logic, then we should just bring back prohibition and make alcohol illegal because the same thing happens then.
That's
oh
correct.
hell no, we shouldn't.
That's a very good point too. I mean, it just
it. Maybe because I don't know. I've never had a sip. I've never had a little sip of heroin. I mean, I don't know what the effects are. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know how heroin works. If you can have like just a little bit to get me home, or if you're either fucked up or not. I don't know. I don't know how heroin works.
I've never done any of that stuff before, so I have no idea either. I just assume it's all bad.
Hey Dorian,
Right.
you want the answer to that one? Ask Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Isn't he dead?
And there you see my point.
Choked on his
No.
own vomit.
Yeah, he took on his own vomit, so you're gonna outlaw vomit bags?
It's like, wait, I mean, come on. Mama Cass choked to death on a ham sandwich. Are we gonna outlaw ham sandwiches now?
Don't say that to John. He's gonna get the meat sweats.
Ah, shit.
You're gonna edit that out. I know it.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Good.
I love that shit. I can laugh at myself, trust me.
So what is
And I can laugh at you too. But
I know.
everyone on Shannon on the topic of marijuana? What's up with that?
Oh, me?
What's up with the topic of marijuana? You
Wait.
talking to me?
pose your question again.
I said we've heard from everyone about marijuana and prohibition except for Shannon.
That's true.
Yeah, Shannon, what's up?
And
What are you doing?
what about JNothing too?
I just said it gives me
I hear
a
him
fucking
chime in.
headache.
I am for legalization. I would rather live in a world where people are doing pot over alcohol, because I've lost many, many family members to alcohol. Most recently, my uncle, from complications of being an alcoholic. My family, actually, on one side is just full of alcoholics. So I think very strongly against the idea that pot is worse. I also don't see an issue with people indulging in it once in a while. It's when it becomes addictive, which the chemical composition might not be addictive, but your need for it is addictive. And I would like to see the pro-marijuana people sort of stop pretending that it does actually affect your brain over time. I have known many, many stoners from my past that today are just fried. They're paranoid. They're fried. The Illuminati's around every corner.
They're all conspiracy theorists too.
Yeah,
Or my
it's crazy.
messengers.
And it's always like, yeah, the government cares about a 40-year-old burnout with nothing going for them. Yep. So I'm all for it, and I'm all for seeing a reduced prison population. And I'd definitely be at a show. I'd rather be at a show, hanging out and watching the band and have someone stoned next to me than some drunk loser, which happens more than once. So yeah, I'm definitely all for it.
The only problem I have with that is when they're blowing pot smoke, and then I have no choice but to breathe it too.
Which means what exactly?
Contact
It
buzz.
means exactly that. It
Contact
means,
high.
it means people don't take a swig of their beer and then spit at your face at a concert, but they will take a puff of a
If they
joint.
go to the right concert, they do.
That's funny because I pictured it.
But no, I mean, but like, is there any differences? Like we're not on a you're not on a tear about outlawing cigarettes, but people smoke that around you, I'm sure.
That's true.
I don't like cigarettes being blown on my face at concerts either. Or that's a different topic, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's something that you're not partaking of being blown in your face. I think that's what we're talking about. And I mean that's rude of anybody. So if that's your issue with it, then knock them the fuck out.
Yeah, knock them out.
I agree. There's no dispute there.
Speaking of douche flutes, what's up with people that vape? What was that all about?
Ugh.
Oh God.
Well, when they're
Other
out in
hip
public
thing.
and they can't get their hands on a dick, then they
It smells like a fucking haunted house every time I smell vape. Somebody let the fog machine go too much. Jeez.
Sounds
I'm
like a
like,
fucking Kiss concert.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
The
What?
bad kiss or the good kiss?
The good kiss.
what-
It's all
It sounds,
bad.
it sounds
So
like
actually, vaping arose. I think like the big thing about vaping is that it came out of the idea that it's healthier for you than cigarettes, or it's it'll
No,
help
it's
you
not.
quit smoking.
A sucker's
think
born
that-
every minute.
Yeah, exactly. While we've gone long enough now, mind you, like I used to be sponsored by a vape shop, so I would vape in photos and whatnot. But I think that legitimately, as an intelligent human being, we don't know enough to know whether or not it's healthier. We really don't. And as far as it helping people quit smoking, I haven't seen that successfully work over the long term for anyone that I've known who's started
it's
vaping.
just another way for big tobacco to sell big tobacco. And
Yeah.
it's this new vape has vitamin C in it. It'll help you quit smoking. Oh, that's
Only
good.
now it's a vapor in your lungs, so you're slowly drowning.
Yeah.
Right.
You think about this
I think
too, like
that's
you
what
think
it was
about
too. Like was this something called popcorn lung? I'm not sure what that is, but I heard that at one of the shops. That
Well,
I don't
that's
know
from
what-
popcorn scented vapes.
They have probably.
Question is,
Ugh, that sounds
the question
horrible.
is,
butter.
is it plain popcorn or movie theater butter? That's what I got.
The question is, did they have unicorn frap flavored?
Oh my god.
And now we've come full circle. Good night, everyone.
But I think
That's a
too.
segue.
Yeah, vaping is that it's the same thing for me as with cigarettes or pot or anything else. It's fucking who cares? Go do if that's what you want to do. Go fucking do it.
Yeah. Play that douche flute.
Yeah.
Like a cigar.
Yeah.
Being where I am and where my business is, they don't allow vaping in the entire mall. They've like banned it.
Nice.
That and cigarette smoke. So it's kind of like, that's kind of interesting. And people, they do it anyways. It's like, oh, it's not hurting anybody. It's like, no, we don't know. You're not a scientist. How do you know it's not hurting anybody?
What the fuck was
Yeah.
that?
Hey, who's blowing vape smoke in the dog's face?
Now it sounds like a haunted house.
Are you sure it's the dog's
Yeah.
face?
So I'm interested. What is everyone drinking like right now?
Angry Orchard.
Oh, nice.
Miller High Life.
Oh, not nice.
What? I'm drinking Kirkland Signature Purified Water.
Okay.
Blackberry brandy.
Gay.
Blackberry brandy for JNothing. Bowling, what do you got?
Vodka and Sprite.
Nice. Dorian, what are you drinking? Because I know you are.
Water.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I got. That's weird because I'm in Arizona.
Yeah, you should be drinking water too.
I
We live
am,
in the
because if I
desert,
don't,
it's
I
hot.
die. Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
Oh,
my god, dude.
man.
I was sitting there looking at the temperature today. I was like, oh, look, it's going to be hot and shitty in the afternoon again. With continued hot and shitty through the rest of the day. Awesome.
It
The
is.
air has absolutely changed. Like the air of people here in Vegas has absolutely changed because everyone knows that like we have a week left before it's so hot that
It's literally so hot you can cook things in your shorts. A little crotch pot cooking.
Oh, nice.
It's horrible.
So, if I may break in here, gentlemen and lady, I know you guys all have like a shindig or different plans for. Well, Perkisnock, if you guys are planning on doing a ritual, put me in your thoughts for compassion, huh?
You got it,
I
brother.
don't
Yes.
feel like
Yeah.
being
You
laid
got
up
it.
6 months.
You got it.
Damn straight, man.
I give enough of a shit about Robert that that'll be meaningful.
We'll make sure.
That makes me feel all warm and squishy inside.
That's the booze talking.
That's that Miller Lite.
Either that or
Yeah.
wet himself
That's
again.
that vape hitting your heart.
All right, listen, guys. We've been going on and on. Let's do a final thought about anything you want. JNothing, you first.
Fuck North Korea.
Fuck North Korea. All right. Shannon, anything?
The porn I was watching while we were doing this was really good.
Send me the link.
You like gay porn?
So, what is it? You said gay?
I love watching men get it on.
Oh, nah. Thank you, though.
Come
What's
on.
it? No.
Make it come too fast, huh, John?
Yeah, right. No, no, it's just it's to each his own, I guess. Robert, what do you got?
I got nothing for once.
That's
Thank
peculiar.
you guys for having me on again.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
See, we didn't talk about my dick too much this time.
Enough.
Or too little. Jeff Bowling, what do you got? Anything?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, check out the new album, Dancing with Skeletons. Reality. Do that. Buy that shit. Give me money. I want that. And just to close everything out, Robert's dick.
Patrick.
Well, speaking of wieners for the season, it's time to get your wieners on the grill. You want to have sausage for your mouth. Yeah. Got the moves.
I love it. Yow.
Wow.
Awesome. Dorian, you got anything?
Yeah, after Shannon talking about watching guys get it on, my dick is currently an innie. So.
Is it just for show now? Is it just for show?
It's frightened like a turtle. It's inside. So.
It's a scabby.
Kind of like what I look like on the X-rays.
I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God.
Well, this has been a good one, guys.
Wait a minute. What about you, John?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really thought about that.
You don't have a final thought?
Yeah, I don't know. Not really.
It's your show. What's wrong with you?
Sweats.
What is wrong with- I'm tired, man. I got to go eat dinner because I didn't eat dinner yet. Actually,
You just ate before you did the show.
I didn't eat anything all day, honestly. Like nothing.
Liar.
Totally.
No, I'm not lying. I have not eaten anything all day.
Every time I call you, you either pooping or eating.
Hey,
Or eating your own food.
Every time I call John, it's like, hey, I have to take a poop. I'll be right back. Or I have to eat something. I'll be right back. It's one of the other. It's never like, hey, something came in the mail. I'm answering the door. It's like, all right, I'm going to put record and I'm going to go take a shit. It's like, okay. That puts me in the mood to do my segment. Awesome.
Jokes.
He just has good colon cleansing skills. Leave him alone.
All right, folks, that's going to be it for this week. All right, everybody.
I hate you all so much. I love you. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Here.
Yeah. Till next time, everyone.
Go take a dump.
Hail
See you guys.
Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
That'll fake.
Hail
Hail
Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Some ham for us. Hail Satan.
Did you say some ham for us?
Yes, that's the word. Some ham for us.
Some ham for us. Yeah, no. That's
Some
what
ham for us. Oh my
Don't
God.
talk about
Ham
ham
for
John.
us.
You just
You
made
guys have never
Sean's
heard
life
that? What the hell?
I'm getting the meat sweats.
Please. Meat sweat over here.
Oh, I mentioned ham.
All right.
All right, guys, get out of here.
All right.
Later.
Later.